Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brently, and I'm doing something a little different this time. I am going to do a commentary on Borderlands 2. Oh my god, do I love this game. If you haven't went out and got it, you go out and get it. It's worth every freaking penny. And if you do go out and get it, get the Premier Club. Basically, it's an online pass thing. I think it's called Premier Club. Anyway, it's $30 and it gets you all the DLC for free. So you either pay $30 now, or you pay. They told me at GameStop $80 down the road. And if the DLC for the second Borderlands is anything like the first Borderlands, it's well worth the money, and everyone's gonna get it. And so go ahead and do that. Anyway, about Borderlands 2, I absolutely love this game. This game is so much fun. It's addictive as, I mean, you'll just play it for hours and hours and hours. There's a shit ton of guns. I mean, a shit ton of guns. I just can't get over how many guns and missions. It's just a huge game, well worth the $60 to buy it brand new. Sorry, I smoked a cigarette. They also, the graphics are a little bit better than in the first one. There's a lot more. I mean, I don't even think I'm 2% done with the game. I'm already level 15 here. So this game, they promised us a way bigger game and a lot more missions and whatnot. And so far, they have really freaking delivered. So I'm giving this thing 2 thumbs up. I just wish some of these weapons existed in real life. Can you imagine if they did? Oh man, law enforcement would have their freaking hands full. The only complaint I have about it is there's, I don't know how to describe it. It's all the gunfights seem pretty repetitive. You know, it's always the same thing. I've only seen a handful of bosses so far. You have a lot more options to customize your character. A lot more than you did in the first one. But, you know, I'm still getting used to it, but I absolutely love this game, and I would give it a 5 stars out of 5 any day of the week. And if it's one of those games where you can play with your buddies or you can play with yourself and no one cares. Now, this is where I think I die almost, but I get my second win, because I've got this kick-ass shotgun, and it just, yeah, here we go. Get my second win. Got my turret, blowing shit up. Kill the boss. Got my second win. Ta-da. So, you know, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, don't want to talk about the game all day. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about is just kind of update you what's going on. This one's going to be a little long. I do apologize, but hey, whatever. Okay, first of all, I got a call from my dearest and closest friend in the world, Angie, yesterday. And it looks like I have a churchy wedding to go to on Black Friday. I'll be heading out of St. Joe, Missouri, heading towards the Dyersburg, Tennessee area. And I'm going to watch my best friend, Angie, and my boss, Michael, who's also a very good friend of mine, get married like in a church. They got married in Kansas City a couple weeks ago, but you know, Jesse James Dupree dressed up like Elvis, the fat Elvis, in a jumpsuit with the wig and the glasses, but you know, Jesse's in pretty good shape, so it didn't make any sense to me. And you know, excuse me, a little bit of a cold today. And they had a little midget passing out rose petals, dressed like a leprechaun. So, you know, it wasn't like a wedding. I mean, maybe it was real to Angie, but to me, I thought it was a joke for the cameras. But I would never tell her that, because she's waited a long-ass time to wear that wedding dress and say I do with Michael. And I am nothing but happy for him. I honestly am. I love them both dearly. Anyway, I'm going down there, and I'm having trouble finding anyone wanting to go with me. Yeah, anyone wanting to travel on Black Friday? Yeah, good luck. Especially when you're working with what I'm working with, which is a pretty ugly mug and whatnot. So I don't know. It's looking like I'm gonna go stag. I've already got my room at the Hampton Inn lined out. Thank you, one of my other dearest best friends, Purple Dave, for hooking me up with that. I owe you big time for that one. But anyway, it's going to be like an adventure. I've never been to that part of the country. I've been wanting to go for a long time. So, if I go alone, oh well. If someone comes with me, oh well. But, I'm there for, Mike and Angie. That's the main thing. Let's see what else is going on. Haven't really heard from really any of the old gang from Sturgis in a while. Let's see, my friend Joe is, I guess, out in Colorado. I haven't heard from her in a couple weeks, which is very unusual. I usually hear from her at least every now and then, but I don't know, I guess she's busy or something. Oh well, Joe's Joe. Anyone that knows her knows she kind of dances to the beat of her own drum, which at a lot of times I don't understand, but she does that. Let's see what else has been going on. Let's see, Google Fiber is taking off in Kansas City. Looks like they're expanding north, so that's good for me. So that means sooner or later they're going to be up here in St. Joe, which is something I can't freaking wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on that shit and tell Suddenlink to go fuck off. So anyway, so that's cool. And here's another thing I want to talk about is it's fall finally. Oh, actually, let me. These motherfuckers right here, these guys with the shields, piss me off. They come out and they usually have like a couple of these little midgets strapped to the front of the shield, and you gotta kill the midgets, and there's a little bitty hole that you can shoot them through, and they're just a bitch to kill. I hate them. I hate those guys. You see them a lot in this game, but I hate them. Anyway, my turret got that one. So anyway, back to the, I can't remember what I was talking about, but oh well. As you can tell, I'm just rambling, trying to fill up space here, but that's how I roll. But oh well, come to me. Anyway, the bitch this week. Be honest with you, I am so sick of doing favors for a lot of my friends, and they're like, okay, well, I'll make it up to you, and then they never do. I got stood up. I did a big favor for a friend of mine. Well, I thought a friend of mine, and they're like, she's like, oh yeah, we'll go out, we'll do something. You really did me a huge favor. I owe you, blah 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 blah. And I jumped off something and died. And she'd be like, okay, well, I'll come over tonight. And she never come over. And that happened like 5 times where I got stood up. And, no call, no text, no nothing. And, look, when I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. Come hell or high water. Because, that, all you really have in this life is your word. And if your word ain't worth shit, then, in my opinion, you ain't worth shit. So, anyway, this friend, oh, okay, well, let's do lunch. And this was last Sunday. And I'm like, okay, cool. And, the 12:30 rolls around and, football's starting to start and whatnot. I'm getting hungry and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but, I haven't heard from you. And, this person's like, oh, I forgot. I've got a wedding. Or no, I'm sorry. She said a wedding came up. I'm like, how's a wedding come up? People plan this shit in advance. Hell, I know when Angie's getting married, it's a couple months away. I've got plenty of notes. People just don't say, oh, by the way, a wedding came up. I mean, maybe they do in Vegas after a bender or something with a prostitute, but, I just don't get it, So anyway, I got pissy, and I basically decided, look, if you want a favor from me, great, but, you're going to do something for me first. Because, my honesty and, word has never been questioned. Like I said, if I'm going to do something, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. End of discussion. But, so call me a dick, call me selfish, I don't care. But, Brently's favor train and hooking people up services are closed until further notice. And the reason I say that is because I'm just sick of people getting what they want out of me and not doing anything in return. I don't think it's fair. I think it's bullshit, and I'm sick of it. Look, you want something from me? Think about what you asked for. Think about what you're willing to do for it, because there's no more free rides with me. I've said this before, but I really mean it this time. And this motherfucker was giving me a hard time. It took me forever to kill him. Couple of corrosive shotgun blasts, and he died. So, that's my main bitch. Treat people like you want to be treated. Don't fuck them over. Don't lie to them. Don't, make promises that you'll never keep. Just don't do that shit. It's not cool. It's not right. It makes you look like shit, and, whatever. And I'm actually kind of wondering who's going to be the first person to ask, hey, can I go with you to Angie's wedding? Look, it's not for the cameras. It's a private ceremony. It's a limited, I don't know exactly how many people are invited, but I was told it's going to be a somewhat small private service, and, I'm invited. I do have a +1 if I want to use it, but, right now, I'm not sure. I'm paying for everything, so, if someone's going to tag along with me, they're going to help me out with at least something. They're going to drive or fucking buy me dinner or something. That's all I'm saying. But to most people, that's, oh, how outrageous. You spend all this money in fuel, you do all this, and, I'm paying you back by being your company. Nah, that shit doesn't fly with me. It really doesn't. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. My dogs are going crazy. My little Margie, who's now 7 months old, it just torments the piss out of her brothers, and she just won't let them rest or anything, and it gets really annoying sometimes. So if you hear that in the background, I do apologize. Another thing. Hey, now I remember what I was talking about before I went on that rant about people owing me. It's fall. Finally. No more 100-degree weather. I can leave the windows open at night. Turn off the air conditioner. I fucking love it. I fucking love fall. The reason I like fall is because it's not hot. Everyone's like, well, you're crazy. Cold sucks. I'm like, well, for me, I can deal with cold. I cannot deal with hot and humid. I just don't like it. I hate it. I know there's a lot of you out there from Louisiana and whatnot that love that shit, but I ain't one of them. So hopefully the leaves will be changing pretty soon, and then it'll be winter, and I can write my name in the snow. All you ladies out there, trust me, every guy has written their name in the snow, or at least attempted to one night while drinking. It's a guy thing. Don't ask me how it started. It's just something we do. And it's the reason, I would hate to be a woman, because you can't really squat and write your name in the snow. So, if you could, I'd like to see it. So, if anyone out there, any ladies out there, can squat and write your name in the snow, fucking film that shit and tell me about it, because I want to see it. Yeah, I'm not right in the head. Sons of Anarchy's back, and wow. This season's only 2 episodes in, but oh wow, have they really raised the bar for the what the fuck factor. I don't want to ruin it in case some of y'all haven't seen it yet and you got it on your DVRs or whatnot, but Gemma's a whore. The first scene of the first episode, I'm like, holy hell. And then you find out all the details behind that scene later in the episode. I'm like, oh, Gemma, little dirty, nasty girl. But it's looking like it's getting pretty good. I don't know where Kurt Suter, he's the guy that created and writes for it, married to K Skull. I don't know where he comes up with this shit, but he is more fucked in the head than I am. I mean, it's really good. So, if you haven't checked that out, check that out. The Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my God, they are the shittiest football team I have seen in weeks. They're just horrible. I mean, they just suck. And a lot of my friends are Chiefs fan. I've never been a Chiefs fan. I'm not really into pro ball, more into college ball. Since me being from Missouri, I am a Mizzou fan. I went to Westminster College, which is right next door. And right now, the SEC isn't treating us too good, but it's a learning process. And I'm missing them pussies in the Big 12. I really am. I'm really missing. We'd be halfway decent if we were still in the Big 12, but oh well, it could be worse. Anyway, this game's winding down. It's one full mission. I had to go kill these assassins, and then I had to go back to, I believe, Solitary, which is like the safe spot in the Borderlands 2, and I think it was the guy in the hat. I can't remember who it was, but I had to tell him, hey, yo, these motherfuckers are dead, and that's it. Anyway, things also this year, it's an election year, which I absolutely hate election years. It's because of the bullshit and the rumors and them goddamn fucking robocalls. And, people are just fucking idiots when it comes to election years. I don't know why. Here's my 2 cents. I don't like either one of the candidates. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, but I'm not going to let some idiot that posts something on Facebook influence my decision. I will actually pick up a newspaper and read it. I will go to usatoday.com, cnn.com, foxnews.com, and I will educate myself. If you base your decision on the vote, and you should vote. If you don't vote, don't bitch. And anyway, if you base it purely on what you see on Facebook, you're a loser. Well, anyway, game's winding down. Hope you enjoyed my little rant this week. Go get Borderlands 2, and I'll talk to y'all soon. See ya.